Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna, and today we are working on our 10th month, so October. So it's 12 months of Gingies or gingerbread, and we are working on that. And today we have Miss Brooklyn, and she is eating her lunch. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
And then this is Bella. Whoops, where are you, Bella? There you go. Yep, there's our Miss Bella. She's our little mini dash hound. And she's, I think she's about 7 months, going just about 7 months, 6-7 months. Yep, she's our little tiny puppy. And of course, Lottie, she's way too big for the camera. All right, you go along now. Bella's not allowed in the craft room because she gets into things.
And this is
she does lovely things like this. Yes, she gets in and she pulls string and yarn and chews things and gets into trouble. So she is not allowed in there. And Aiden is also here. You want to say hi, Aiden?
Hi, everyone.
And Aiden is my 14-year-old grandson, and he's helping me with Bella right now. Thank you. Okay, so today we're going to be working on, these are normally like just shaker cards, but I want to turn them into ornaments for my gingerbread tree this year. So we have two. They are both from KS Craft. This one is this die right here, and it is X0033FQOMN, and it's gingerbread, and it's just like a little cup. And this one here is X002004WC1L, baked with love. And those are both from KS Crafts. Now I know this one here is on Amazon. I seen it this morning. I didn't go all the way through everything. I didn't see this one, but I know if you go to AliExpress, these are both still on there on AliExpress. And that's why I ordered I did get this. I got the bowl one from Amazon because you get it a lot quicker. It's about a month, but you should still have it. I think the date on this one was October or something if you ordered it on AliExpress. So, and I did get this one from AliExpress. So, all right. So those are the two we're going to be working with. And these are our two. Now, I'm going to show you, I've got everything, but I just wanted to show you me using the foam again. I did one the other day, but if you didn't see that, then you're probably not quite aware. So let me go ahead and just do this. So we're going to take, this is just foam board from Dollar Tree. It's about 1/4 inch thick. I'm just going to take one of the dies here and let's go ahead and do the, oops, I should have had this open. Sorry about that. All right. Now we need this one here because we want this edge here. That's the shadow box part. So just this part here, we want the foam, as you can see in there. It gives us, you can do foam tape if you want, but this is so much easier than using foam tape. So let me go ahead and put that on there. So I got my bottom plate, my foam core board, and then my die facing down, of course, just like you would in it. And it does not, that cracking is this here, not my actual die. It doesn't really make much more noise than normal. So it's a little hard to go through, but not bad. And that is it. Usually I only have to go through one time, and then this is what you get. It looks just like that. But it has flattened down to half the thickness. See, and it pops out. Let me get this out of my way here. And it doesn't hurt the dies or the machine. I've been doing that for a long time. and it doesn't hurt anything. And mine is the Spellbinders Platinum, but I had the smaller, I think it's the Big Shot Spellbinders machine, and that worked just fine too. So I don't need all this extra stuff in here, so I'm just going to go in with my scissors, and I'm going to snip that right out. These just pop right out. If I worked this, I could save all that lettering and everything, because it would just pop right out. But we don't need that. Our concentration is right there. I don't need that. The only thing I'm interested in is using that to keep my shaker pieces in. Cut that off. There we go. Just like that. You could use an X-Acto blade too if you wanted. But yep. So that just makes it much easier. And then I just glue that in with my regular craft scrapbooking glue. So, and I typically use just the art glitter glue. Okay. So let's go ahead. This little tape here is to help keep me on center, because the other day I kept going off center. So this die comes with this main piece. It comes with the backing piece, and then it comes with the cookies and the spatula. That is what you get with that die. Okay, we'll start with that one. In addition to that, I've got my pieces all ready to go. I have used just my regular AliExpress gingerbread die. This one stays out on my cutting table all the time, and it is about 3.5 inches high by about 3 inches. So the actual cutting part is going to be about 2 7/8. So, and then the actual cutting part for the top is about 3 5/8 or 5/16. Sorry about that. So I pre-cut that. This is a die from the Tim Holtz. Which one is it called? It came with the snowflake and something else. I'll see if I can put my hands on it here in a second. Okay, so it is the Sizzix Thinlits die 664210. 664210, and it has the wreath and the snowflake, and I'm not sure, yeah, you can see that it's got the little bow, and there's a little bottom to the bow. It's sitting here a little while ago right here. So it's the little bottom part of the bow and the bow, and it makes a really cute tiny bow, and I like to use that. So I'll be using that. Again, this gingerbread. And then this candy cane die, I'm not sure which gingerbread set it came with. It also sits right on my magnetic plate that I keep right by my die cutting machine. They just sit there year-round for some reason. I don't know. I just never put them away. All right. So we've got a gingerbread cut. This stamp here is from Peachy Keen, and it's one of my newer ones. This one is, I just got this a couple days ago, and it's PK3000, and it's Jill's favorite stamp set. Now, Peachy Keen, she had retired quite a few years ago, and she was not making, but she's come back, I want to say within the last year and a half, and she is running full steam ahead. She has been creating lots and lots of new little faces for us, and lots of dies and wonderful things. So we appreciate that. And she is very quick to answer any emails you send, and just all around seems like a wonderful person. So I used, which one did I use? I used this little one right here. So it's that happy face right there. And I just added a little bit of a red glitter pen, and then I kind of did like little, I don't know if you can see it very good, but little tiny spiral circles in there on top of her cheeks, and I just added the little glints of white here and there on her face. And yeah, so that is that. So let's go ahead and get this put together here. So since I've already cut one of these up, and then I showed you how it worked, I'm just going to use this one that's ready to go. I have my clear acetate, and I got this is just transparency film, works really good. I think I got this at Staples. So I got 100 sheets. Really, I can't remember the price. I don't want to say, but it was cheap for 100 sheets, and they sent it right to my house. So, and it comes in 8.5 by 11 sheets. So that's probably more sheets than I'll use in a lifetime. So, and I've cut my little spatula in some silver, and I cut this red first, and then I thought it was too dark because none of my reds are that dark. So then I recut it. So we're going to save that. We'll put that aside. We'll save it. I've got to get my thing there. And I've cut this out, and this is regular craft cardstock. This is also regular craft cardstock. And we're just going to glue that to that, just like so. And I thought about doing craft cardstock on the back, but I thought, no, I want something a little different inside of that bowl. So, whoops, I want to get my gingerbread in there. Hang on, let me give him a little glue. That was my practice face there. It kind of smudged. So where do we want you? How about like right like that? What do you think, Brooklyn? Do you think that looks like a nice spot for our gingerbread, ma'am? Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm going to tip it over on the back here and just gently press on that. Okay. Then we can come with our clear sheet. Now when I cut my clear sheet, I put down a piece of cardstock in between my cutting plate and my transparency film, just to keep it from scratching. Okay. So we're going to put that on there. But first we need some sprinkles. Shall we use some gingerbreads? You want to see how tiny those are? Look how they're cuteness. Cute. Huh? Yes, they're very cute. See how tiny they are? And I will share with you. Oops, you know what? I think, yeah, we want this feet glued down there. Here we go. All right, they are. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few in here. Can you what, honey? No. So this I ordered last year. It's Trinity Stamps Gingerbread Friends Embellishment Mix. And it is TSB 08. I think that's a 069 SKU. So Gingerbread Friends Embellishment Box. Yep, tiny stamps. So, and I think I seen these someplace, and I went just there to get these because I thought they were so cute. I also have just the silver sequence here. We're just going to put a couple of those in like that. All right. And then we'll put a couple of, what do you think, Brooklyn? Maybe some of these candy canes. Here, I'll hold it to you. I don't need any snowflakes here. I'll hold it to you. Are your fingers clean? Mm-hmm. All right, just a couple. And they can't see what you're doing, so I'll show them in a second. All right, want to do a couple more? All right, perfect. So Brooklyn has put the little tiny candy canes, and this is from AliExpress. And I think it's the nail art ones because they're very tiny. So let's get that little shake down there. And I don't need a ton in there. So now I'm going to put just a little bit of glue right along that outside edge there because I don't want it smushing in side of there, just like that. If you get it too close to the center, then it smushes out. Any little pieces of dust or anything. There we go. Just like that. And that holds us inside. All right. And then we have our top piece. And we'll smudge that with some walnut stain, Tim Holtz distress ink. And we'll distress that in a second here. once it's all dried up. And I want to get little bits of glue in here. I don't want too much again because I don't want it squeezing out anything, but if I don't get some on there, then it's going to stick up off of that acetate or whatever you want. Okay. Here we go. We're going to put that right on top just like that. And I'm just going to gently tap that. I'm going to grab myself a little napkin here. I don't want to press on it too hard. Just a little bit. All else fails, I can always go back in and put a little bit more on if I need to. Oops, we're crooked. There we go. So, lifted it up, didn't I? Okay. All right, just like that. We're going to glue on our little spatula. Here we go. And you can leave the spatula in just the same color as that is there, but I thought it would look nice to differentiate it. And you can see there just a little bit that I was off with my silver paper, but that's all right. Okay. Let's see, shakes around good. Okay. And then we're just going to put this little candy cane together. Now, when I cut them, I usually cut them both in white and both in red. And then I can do whichever way I want. And I don't have to mess around with trying to just cut one half. So I cut them both at the same time. I cut it in red, and then I cut it in white. And then I have two candy canes, different color. And we're going to put a little glue on there. And let's see. Maybe just like that. What do you think, Brooklyn? Do you think that looks good? Yep. All right. Yep, we'll shake it once it's all dry. We'll give it a little bit of time, okay? So that is how easy that one was. I'm going to take my crocodile here. And this, I waited a long time to buy this. I've had it for quite a while, but if you watch Joann's and then when they run 50% off, then that's the time to get it, because that's what I did, because I thought I do not want to pay $40 for something that just punches 2 holes and sets eyelets. So I'm going to go right in here, right in this area here, and I'm going to use the smallest punch, and I'm going to look in there like that, and punch. Now, I've punched leather with this. I've punched all kinds of different things. So this is a nice little piece of machinery. All right, so we've got that punched. Let's go ahead and just grab a piece of twine here. And we're going to run that through the hole. Now, I haven't put any glue on this twine. So sometimes if you just add a little glue to the end, then it'll keep its tightness. But since this is fresh cut, oops, let's try again, shall we? Nope, I don't need any glue, thank you. Yep, thank you, I appreciate it. All right, and then we're just gonna pull this tight, just like that. And we've got our little gingerbread here. I'm gonna snip off these extra little pieces here. And there we are, ready to hang that on the tree. You could add some jingle bells on there. Let's see. I don't know what I do with my... I had some pins. Okay. So these are from Little Corner Supplies. I believe I've got these off of, I want to say Etsy. So, but I'm not 100% sure. And so we're going to just use these. They're a type of safety pin, but they're really cool. And see, you can tell they're a safety pin. They just got that bulb thing on the bottom. So we are going to use one of these little copper ones here along with our copper. And we'll just slide that on there like that, and it just dangles, and then we can hang it right on here just like that, and it will dangle on there as well. So when we hang it, we'll have that nice little bell on there. All right, so I think that's perfect for the tree, and I'll make up several of these to hang on the tree along with all the other goodies. But so that is number 1. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And again, that was a KS Crafter Baked with Love die. Our next one is this one. So again, that's our gingerbread die. And that is KS Crafts. All right, let's set this stuff aside here. Get to it. Everything for this one is also pre-cut. Brooklyn, don't pull on that, please. All right. So this one, I used the pieces that you come with the die. So I'll show you what comes with this die. Oh, I forgot my bow. I gotta put my bow on the other gingerbread. I gotta put the bow on. So this one comes with all of these things. Let me make this bow with you. So this is the bow, and I like to give it just a gentle curve with scissors or an ink pen, just real gentle. And then you just take this and you put a little dab of glue in the center there. Just a tiny dab, and then press that down in the center. Just like that. Oops. Come on, stay together. Another little dab of glue here. And I don't typically use the center thing because I usually glue something in the center of it. So we'll pick out a gingerbread or something to glue in the center.
These.
Those are too small. Okay, so we've got that. Maybe one of these little gingerbread guys here. The little copper ones, since they're handy. There we go. So I'm going to put just a dab of glue right in the center there. And I'm going to grab one of these tiny little gingerbreads, and we're going to set him, maybe, sit him on there. Okay. Just like that. Let me grab my tweezers and give him a little hold there for a second. Oops. Just like that. And then we will put him on. Make this a girl or a boy. Let's see. Boy would go here. You know, we have a girl one for this too. Well, here we go. There or there. All right. Brooklyn says girl, so we'll just put a little dab of glue there. And we'll put her bow right up there. I'm going to grab that and pinch it to hold it for a few seconds, just to make sure that it's going to stick. Just like that. There we go. That finishes her off. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, yes. All right. So this comes with your base cup. Now I cut this twice with cereal box because I want this thick. I cut it twice with the craft cardstock. Okay. I cut this one once for the background, I think, out of craft cardstock, and then I cut it again for my my transparency sheet, and then this I cut once for the top of this, and I also cut this one once for my foam. Okay, so, and then this comes with a straw. I didn't use the straw, It also comes with your 2 whip toppings, your base whip topping and all the separate pieces. I cut this 3 times to stack that up so you can see that's nice and thick there. And then when I punch my hole, I'd have to worry about it being weak. And it comes with the 2 different bows. It comes with the icing, buttons, eyes, the mouth, and eyebrows, but I didn't use the eyebrows. So that's all the pieces that comes with. So let's put these out of the way. And to get mine off of the thing, I use these IGAN I-70 pliers, and I got these on Amazon, and they cut flush. So when I cut, I don't have anything left on there that still leave marks when I'm cutting my pieces of cardstock out. So let's get these in here and out of the way so I don't lose any pieces. Okay, let's grab, where did they go? I just had it. Okay, here's my stuff. So typically when I order a die, especially from AliExpress, I print out the picture that goes with it. So when the die comes, I know exactly what it is, what it goes for, and what it looks like when it's kind of finished. They don't give directions. They don't do videos for the most part, not that I've found, but a picture will help me get the basics done. So I have cut out all these pieces. Again, I've cut out 3 sets of the whip topping tops and just one of the other. And now the eyes, I used just, you can use a black marker. I just dabbed it with black paint. But I thought, why couldn't I use my stamps, my Peachy Keen stamps, and stamp a face? So this is the face of the little boy. Now I just left it, this was all cut out in white, and then I just used my glitter marker to color his bow tie. But you could do the same thing, and here, this is what this one looks like when it's got that in there, so we can throw that away. You could do the same thing. See, here's it cut out, and then I cut this part off because I don't need that part. It just would be in my way. So I stamped it with StazOn ink. And I used a blue Sharpie marker to highlight the eyes and a red Sharpie marker for the tongue. If you can see that. I don't know if you can see the blue or not. Then I just used my white gel pen to add the dot. And if you let it sit, it dries and it does not rub off. See? It doesn't rub off. So Sharpie markers is a trick. You just got to leave it sit long enough to dry. So I thought we'd do one with the face. Now this was from the Peachy Keen stamp PK1300 Sweet and Innocent Face Assortment. And I used this one right here. So it is the girl right here. So that is what I used for that one. And I think we'll do that face and see how that works. I'm going to cut this off, and I can see there's a line there, so I can see where I need to cut. And I did practice first. I thought, I'm just going to practice on one to see. And again, when I cut that acetate, I put a piece of regular craft cardstock behind it so that it doesn't get all scratched up. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have my base piece, and then I have 2 of the cereal boxes. This will give me a nice stiff base to keep my ornament, because this is a pretty good sized piece, so I want to keep it nice and stiff. Just like that. Well, here was my practice one. See, I practiced first to see if it would work before I wasted it on a cut. I just used a scrap piece, and I don't need this anymore. I just wanted to show you that's what I do. And then typically what I'll do is I'll cut this down and stuff it in the package with that, so I have it all the time. So I can just look at it and go, oh, yep, that's to that one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Here we go. Whoops, getting glue on my hand. Don't need that. All right. It's just a matter of layering everything up here. And we put our top piece on. There we go. Just like that. So we have 4 layers. Just nice and thick. There we go. All right. Then we're going to put this piece on, and our whipped topping sits right in there. So we can go ahead and slide that one on. And I think I'm going to try to smudge this before I get, well, I could do it on there too, I guess. It's just easier to try to get this side before. Let me get the handle. Gives it a nice baked look. And then again, this is Tim Holtz Distress Ink Walnut Stain. And I'll finish smudging that in a second. Get that little tiny edge there. There we go. All right. Okay, let's flip it upside down and press on it. There we go. And we're just going to smudge it. Some of it won't be visible, but that's all right. We'll just smudge it. Just in case. All right. Then we're going to glue on our little foam piece here. And again, that's the same as this one here, the top piece. It's just cut out of the foam core board from Dollar Tree. You can buy your foam core board at Hobby Lobby or whatever you want. I just figure $1.25 is better than $4 or $5 for what I use it for. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get our sprinkles in there. Hang on. So let's do some silver. Let's do silver in there like that. Oops. Got a handful here. There we go. Some silver. And let's see. We will do some of these little candy canes here. I'm just putting them in there. Like that. And I think I had a couple of these little red candies in here. Oops, that's too thick. Can't be too thick. Otherwise it's not going to seal. And let's go ahead and put a couple of the little gingers in there too. Just like that. Perfect. Didn't need a lot. And I'm going to, you can put beads in. You can put whatever you want in yours, whatever you like. Let's go ahead and get ready to put, again, I'm just going to stay very far out on the edge there because I don't want the glue to get inside of there and stop my shaker from working, and also getting on the clear film. Okay, there we go. It's a little close to the edge there. Okay. Just like that. I can hear a hawk outside, and I have chickens. They're in their pen, but It was terrorizing my poor little chickens the other day. It was sitting on top of their cage, and I didn't care for that too much at all. All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit of glue around here. Same thing, just a light coating because I don't want it to squeeze out onto my thing there, onto my acetate. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. All right. I'm going to set this right off to the side a second. I could use just a little bit smaller face, but that's funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our ice cream together. So what I do with these is, now it has another smaller piece, but I didn't use that because for one, I didn't see it right away. And I'm like, oh, there was another smaller one in there, but it really doesn't need it. So just go ahead and smudge set for the top. Okay. So that shape. It just looks like you toasted the marshmallow to the outside there. Like that. And then, let's see, we've got this one goes kind of up here like that. And this is where that little one, I guess we could put the little one on this one. Here, let me see here. I'll try. I honestly, just for the first one, I didn't even notice it. And then by the time when I was putting it together, it was like, oh, you're supposed to have a top on you. Yes. Now I'll look at the picture for this one because I don't want to get them goofed up. So this one goes like, whoops, this one goes like this. And then this one goes right here, like so. So we'll go ahead and, oops, hang on. We want those for the top. Here we go. So these go on the bottom, like this. Way down at the bottom, like so. Then you get this one, like so. Then you get this one with a little curly Q, like so. Then you get this one, a little tiny one, like so. There we go. And then we just do it all over. So one of these. And it just creates a nice thickness so when you punch your hole, your string does not going to pull through just that one single layer. So, makes it a little nicer. Oh, we got some glue smudge on there. Fingers get glued up there. Okay. Okay, like that. And another one here. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm just going to put my glue on each one of these, just like so. And then just set those in there. Just like that. Okay. Maybe. Okay, perfect. All right. So then we're going to take this and we're going to put glue right down in here, just like that. And we're going to slide that right there, just like so. Go. Just like that. Now this one has a little girl bow, so we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to take my red glitter pen here, and I bought this years ago at Spica or something, but yeah, it came with blue and green. I'm going to do a solid center here, and then I'm just going to do like candy stripes on there, here and there. Okay. Just so it looks like a candy cane. Just like that. I'll lift it up in a second to show you. All right. There. And it doesn't have to be a glitter marker. It can be any red, or you can cut it out of decorative cardstock, whatever you want, or cut it right out of a color. So let's go ahead and put a dab of glue on there, just a little bit, and we'll go ahead and put that right on there, so like that. Of course, that has to dry, and then we can put the frosting on, just a little bit here, and I think this barely touches that thing, so we can just do like that. Doesn't really go on the acetate so much. There we go. Frosting like that. And then we've got our little frosting for our hands, like so. Just like so. So yeah, real easy to put together. And like I said, it was just easier for me to cut all the frosting things and everything out in the white and then add what I wanted to it, rather than trying to cut the die in different colors and all that kind of stuff. I thought I'm just going to do it in white, and I'll just add my color as I want it. And there's frosting for the legs. And last but not least, frosting for this leg. So you have two options. I mean, if you don't have the stamps and stuff, you just, the die comes with everything you need. So I just thought it'd be fun to try, see if I could stamp on that, and I could. So let's go ahead and punch this. So again, I'm going to use my crocodile here, small hole, and I'm going to go right into that. There, like that. All right. My piece of twine I've got sitting here ready. As you can see, this one kind of started coming apart a little bit. Let's see if I can get it through there without too much trouble. Oh yeah, there we go. And we're going to tie this in a knot, just like that. Tighten it. There we go. Snip off the extra. Boop, boop, and we clean up our desk later. And then let's go ahead and get a pin for this. And how about a red bell? Let's see here. Here we go. These containers here are from Dollar Tree, and they had them at Christmas time, that copper lid. And most of the time they have the gold lid, sometimes silver, but I like the copper lid. So I keep an eye out for those, and I haven't seen any recently, so I'm hoping at Christmas time they come out with more. So there we go. We've got our little bell. You could hang a tag on there, but these are going to hang on my Christmas tree along with my other Gingy stuff. So there we go. That is, oh, here she is. That is, I might add a gingerbread to this one too somehow. I'm not sure. Maybe just cut another back. I'll cut another back and add a Gingy to that. So, but yeah. Perfect. Thank you for following along. I hope you give this a try if you have the dies. If not, create something similar and let me know how it's going. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will help you if I can. And I appreciate you being with me. And if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down in the right-hand corner. And if you hit the bell, that always helps my little tiny channel. And please leave a comment. I love to hear from you. And as always, I wish you and your family a multitude of blessings. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.